Good morning from rosboundy, a psychic medium this morning. It's a beautiful morning outside. I've been awake for a while now. I'm probably only the half hour till now, but I thought, well, I'm not going to go back to lay down. I'll sleep through and miss the live stream that I do. Have I done that before? Yeah, probably, but no, I didn't feel up to doing that this morning. I'm loving being here to present the daily Lenormand card spread reading. Now I'm going to move over to the next screen. There we go. So I've only got 3 cards this morning, but if you go to my profile page, you'll see where I've made the comment that this is just the teaser for what's going to be around 5 o'clock this afternoon. I'll reveal the other 3 because there is 3 more sitting underneath these 3. It's just something I felt Spirit wanted me to do. It's just one of those things. I think that they're playing a little game. So they just wanted the 3 to be revealed at this point. So it keeps you thinking through the day as far as what is present in my day-to-day. Good morning, Kerry Ann. Lovely to have you here. Nice and early on a Sunday morning, Sunday the 17th of October, for those who are in replay mode, watching it later, because there is going to be a later today. The cards that we've got are from this deck, the Rana George Lenormand deck. Beautiful artwork, and it's in the more Arabic style, Lebanon, around that sort of area that these are based, because the artist, the author herself, has history there, I think heritage. So from what I remember reading of her introduction in her guidebook, they are a beautiful deck, and they do have some of the glistening golden gilding style of artwork in them. I'm not going to lift these up because then that would reveal what's underneath early, and I'm not going to do that. I'll leave it at that. Good morning. Good evening, Lee, over in the US. Just noticed in time. So wonderful to have you aboard at the moment. Wonderful. Thank you. Here we've got it's going to be a short session because there's only the 3 cards, I meant to say. Here we've got, I'm just going to read them sort of as a past, present, future influence, but it's sort of within our day, really. So it's a short time span because that's what this general card spread reading is about. And good morning to you, Stephen. So you're finally getting to watch live again. Yes. And Caro, good morning to you as well. Wonderful to see you here, and hope you had a wonderful wedding anniversary. So just to reiterate, this is just 3. There's going to be 3 more red that are sitting underneath these cards that are going to be later in the afternoon, about 5 o'clock, I think I've put in my profile. You'll see that. You just look up rosboundy and it's my profile one. I'm supposing you can see the post as public. I've got it to public setting, I think. Just let me know if it's not. When you look at Facebook yourself, you see your own stuff. I've got no idea from another point of view whether it's showing or not. So here we go. It is the park or garden, and then we've got the mice, and then we've got a letter. So it's the card number 20, 23, and what's that one? 27. The light's just shining on it just that little bit too much. That's the gilding. It's beautiful. So with the park, it really is, and such a beautiful introduction to the morning because it is absolute beautiful sunshine and blue skies here. I haven't been outside yet to actually know whether it's warm or not yet, but it probably isn't. I hope it lasts the day. It'd be wonderful to go for a walk out in the gardens and parklands. Go somewhere where there's nature. Really, to be able to put your bare feet on Mother Earth, in it if you can make it to a beach, and dig your toes in the sand or in the waters or something that's natural, because here we've got all elements of what is the natural part of life on Earth. It's got the trees, it's got the grasses, it's got the pot plants, it's got the water, it's got bare earth. I dare say it is bare earth there somewhere. You can just imagine that feeling, that beautiful sensing into, moving into the energy of nature, what is natural around and about us. For me, it's even just going out to the front lawn and sitting there with my feet on the ground and listening to the birds, watching them play in the trees. And, all things that are moving around and about. Just saw someone riding past, or were they walking? Don't know. If that, it's the time, it's the beautiful weather to get out and about and really enjoy what is our natural environment. Taking those gorgeous breaths and getting that exercise. So we're moving then, as far as this is what we can enjoy throughout the whole of our day, just being aware of those little hidden niggly things, mice, those little things that are the little things that are around and about us that do give us that sense of concern, worry, what the things in the back of our minds that's giving us irritations, I suppose. For me, it's still having to wear this, but I know it's part of the process. And I think with mice, they're just doing what comes naturally and they're taking advantage of what resources are around and about. So if you haven't got the full garden or full nature or ability to go out and about, it is always going to be able to be something that you can experience and release in reading books or letters. We've got a letter here, it's writing, or even writing poetry yourself or something creative. Write letters to friends. Just write describing how you'd like to experience certain things in your life, future letters to yourself, that type of thing. Because, and that's probably popped up in my head because I am back into a bit of a study mode. Oh, thank you, Paula. Thank you very much for liking the stream. Because with putting that process into place of tapping into how you feel, how do you want to express yourself? What words am I going to use? Because the letter is about words. So here we've got the experience of actually being within the natural form of what is our environment. Even if it is a manufactured aspect like this formal garden, it doesn't matter. It's still that these are living plants. It's a living environment because it's being loved and cared for, tended, and really, it's the creativity of what is our creation, which, the plants and the flowers and the birds, they don't think about how they're growing and things like that. They're just in their environment. They're in their space and place, being their best beautiful them, as far as a plant or a tree or the bugs that even tend them. What we think of as pests are only being their own natural selves in that environment. So I think that's where we're being encouraged to actually be that and express that for our day to day. So let's start out on that phase of our day today with those sorts of energies that we can see here of stretching ourselves, looking, tapping into those resources that we can access, like the mice are doing, and then expressing ourselves in the way we are, in who we are, in what we are wanting to further do into our, the next steps in our lives. So that's how I'm going to explain those three cards. That's how my interpretation is. How about with any of those cards, which one of those three struck you as the one that stood out the most? Tap into that and really, it'd be wonderful to have some comments in, on my profile page, if you like, or even here where you're watching me from, as to what each of those cards are meaning for you. Because I am going to return later this afternoon around 5 o'clock here, our daylight savings time here in South Australia. So what time that might be for others elsewhere. There is many date time conversion timeline thingies that are available to tell the time. Put it this way, if we're 8 o'clock here now, 5 o'clock means that it's going to be about 13 hours, doesn't it? I just try to add up. No, it's not. If we're 4 to 12, it's 4 hours and 9 hours. So in about 9 hours time, if you see what time it is in your space and place now, it's about 9 hours time that I'm going to bring forward the second half of this reading because there is a row of cards hidden underneath those first three. So let's see how we can actually marry that together in a way for a completion to our day with the card spread. Okay? It's just something, I don't know, as I laid the cards down, that's what Spirit suggested that I do. Some of it is hidden for now, and we'll be revealing the rest of it later. So thank you for watching here, and I do anticipate I might see you again at about the 5 o'clock Australian Central Daylight Time. So have an absolutely wonderful day or evening for you, Lee, and we'll see you later. Look, just keep being the best that you can be in whatever way and whoever you are throughout your day and evening today. Namaste.